Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Shishya Education Foundation Care. In the PSC, told you about the story of a struggling engineer, and today is my first official video related to education. Up till part three of Zero Technician B of related to electronics and telecommunication, others is electronics communication engineers. ISRO technician B because cyberspace center related to become cyberspace center. There is which is held on the exam held on the 2/6/2019. We solved up till the question 14. Up to question 14 we solved in this video. From on part 4 we solve further questions. We solve further questions. After the 14, there are nearly about 80 questions inside the any kind of Indian Space Organization entrance. So related to special techniques. So let's move on. Let's start and okay. Now the question number 15, which is from the communication theory, CT, communication theory, which is from the communication theory. Communication theory. Okay. Let us say the CT also. Communication theory means. So the question is an amplitude modulation means AM. Amplitude modulation. See, amplitude modulation plus demodulation technique is first of all the signal is modulated and demodulated. What's the name of that technique? The name of that technique is envelope detector. This is envelope detector because the reason is an AM signal encodes an amplitude modulation signal encodes the information. Yes, it's true, encodes the information, because encodes the information, then it goes, no? Further it goes information into the carrier wave by varying into the carrier wave by varying its amplitude in direct sympathy with the analog signal. With the analog signal will be sent. Means to say, because when say the AM signal amplitude modulation signal encodes the information into the carrier wave, means to say it encodes the information. What the information takes and it encodes with the help of the carrier wave. Remember this thing. By varying its amplitude varying its for example, in some cases amplitude modulation is high, in some cases modulation is low, or in some cases medium. So according to that scenario, varying its amplitude in direct sympathy with the analog technique, analog signal to be sent. Okay, there are two methods used in there are two methods which is used to demodulate the amplitude modulation signal. The envelope, first is envelope detector and the second is protect detector. First we need to know about the envelope detector. What is envelope detector? It is a very simple method of demodulation. This means it is a very simple demodulation that does not require coherent detector. Means to say it doesn't require any kind of coherent detector. Okay, coherent detector means to say, if you say about the any kind of detector modulation technique, whether it belong to analog communication, if it belong to digital communication. So coherent is a kind of demodulator technique. What happens when the something receives the signal before giving the interface of that signal, they needs to after receiving they need demodulate that signal, that signal interface on the television, so interface on the radar, any kind of equipment. So inside the before the before that kind of interface of that signal, the coherent demodulate that signal in the form of visual as audio form. Okay, any kind of form, and that the coherent detector is used. And the second is product detector. What is a product detector? The product detector multiplies it means to say the product detector function is to multiply the incoming signal by the signal of a local oscillator with the help uh, with the help of a with the help of with the help of a local oscillator signal technique with the same frequency without changing any frequency and phase, without changing any phase. As a carrier of the incoming signal, as a carrier of the incoming means to say there is no change in the frequency, there is change in the phase. Whatever the carrier wave uh, give it that kind of signal inside product detector, it multiplies means enhance that signal, multiplies it, so it increases the range of that signal. After filtering, the original audio signal will be result. Means after filtering the original audio signal will be the result. The perfect example related to product detector is television. If you saw inside the television, both the audio and video signals are there. So they filter the audio and video signals with the help of product detector. The only audio signal we heard through television speaker. We have to say, if you need to know the example in the, if you see about the cassettes, you have to say the deck also in Desi language, in Indian language, deck also. Inside deck the same thing is happened with the help of product detector. For example, radio. If you saw the radio, you heard the FM. The same things happen with the help of product detector. It shows only the audio signal in the form of voice, any kind of frequency range. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Now let's see it here, the question 16. Derivative of cos with respect to sin. This is from the engineering mathematics, mathematical physics. I have to say mathematics. I have to say the mathematical physics from the differentiation, there is integration differentiation question. Derivative of cos x with respect to sin is simple. The answer is minus tan x, because let's take q equal to cos x, a equal to sin x, dqy upon dx equals to minus sin x. Wait a minute, hold it. Q equal to cos, we take q equal to cos x, a equal to sin x, dqy dx upon dqy upon dx equals to minus sin x. Okay, d upon dx, d upon dx equals to cos x. Okay, now come it here. We put dqy upon dx upon da upon dx. The result is minus sin x equals to cos. How? Because dqy upon dx equal to minus sin x, and da upon dx equals to cos x. So minus sin x upon cos x, the answer is minus tan x. So the answer is minus tan x. Okay, now let's move on to the next question, number 17. Let's see the question 17. The question sent is from the Mason instrument question. Is2, we have to say the is2 is a subject, is2 question. Okay, so the question is 17 is the output of a 12 volt NCP is monitored in an oscilloscope. The output of a 12 volt NCP is monitored in an oscilloscope. Means to say the 12 volt NCP. Now let's understand the question. What would I say? This is the 12 volt XRPS output is monitored inside in an oscilloscope. Okay, with AC coupling enabled. Means to say there is also AC coupling coupling enabled with them, and with appropriate setting of time based and amplitude, and with the appropriate setting of time based amplitude. Means to say they use 555, otherwise stand for one for the appropriate time based setting, and the amplitude for the amplitude also. What will be the waveform observed in the oscilloscope? The answer is they ask what kind of waveform is observed inside the oscilloscope. This is it sends here normally. Okay, calculate the oscilloscope. So the answer is ripple along, because equivalent to a series capacitor. Inside this there is a series capacitor with signal. AC will be go through and DC will be blocked. Means to say what would happen? Inside there is a series capacitor. Okay, so for example, there are two waveforms came to DC and also the AC. So it blocks the DC. It blocks the DC, but it passes on the AC. Remember this thing. It passes on the AC. Remember this thing. Okay. DC will be blocked. Also, the oscilloscope was AC coupled. Oscilloscope was AC coupled, because right down here. In an oscilloscope with AC coupling. Okay. Inside this AC coupling mode is blocking the DC component of the 12 volt NCPS output. Inside this AC coupling mode is also blocked according to this scenario, blocking the DC component of the 12 volt NCPS. Which is say that DC components of 12 volt NCPS are the DC components also block the AC mode and give the output of proper 12 volt AC, proper 12 volt output in the form of DC, which is say 12 volt DC output. Okay, now you understand the question. What's the answer of the reason behind that answer? Now let's move on to next question. Question number 18. Let's see here. Question number 18. It is also on the INS2. The question is which of the following is most suitable for measuring temperature in the range 272 to 700 degrees Celsius. The answer is the question is from the INS2. So the answer is thermocouple, because it is a device is used to measure temperature. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 19. Name the circuit used to add a DC component. Name the circuit used to add a DC component. Now let's understand the question. Question did they ask us? Name the circuit used to add a DC component. They ask a circuit which is used to add a DC component to an AC signal. It is used to add a DC component but gives an AC signal, so that it's a positive peak. So that it's a positive peak means this is positive. If you know, according normal AC signal, this is positive peak and this is negative peak. Okay, so that it's positive peak coincides with 0. So that its positive peak coincides with 0. This is it's a positive peak coincides with this is 0. So it coincides with this here. Analyze the question and understand the question. Okay. Coincides with 0 without changing the wave shape. Coincides with 0 but without changing the wave shape. This is the AC signal and this is a positivity and this is the 0. Coincides with 0 without changing the wave shape. Without changing the wave shape. It added the DC component gives the AC signal. So that's positive peak concept with that AC signal, its positive peak coincides with 0. Coincides with 0 without changing the wave shape. This question also from the institute. And Amazing institute. Okay. So the answer is clamper circuit. Okay. Because a clamper circuit is used to place either the positive or negative peak of a signal. A clamper circuit is used to, if you saw inside the see a cathode oscilloscope, any kind of instrument, there is a spike type like a spike like a triangular wave shape formed. Okay, this is, I think this is 0. This is called the clamper circuit wave shape. Okay. Because a clamper circuit used to place either the positive or negative peak of a signal at a desired level. Positive or negative peak, this is 0, or negative peak at a desired level. At a desired, it's true. Okay. This is a desired, this is the from 0, the positive peak distance is from 0 to negative peak distance is same. Okay. The DC component is simply added or subtracted to form the input signal. So the working of DC component is simply whether if you add whether if you subtract the DC component is to form only the input signal. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Question number 20. Okay. Now let's see it here, the question number 20. The DC current gain in common collector configuration is, and now the understand question what they ask, the DC current gain in common collector configuration is. What is the DC current gain in common collector configuration? It's related to transistor, which is transistors basic which is came in analog electronics. Okay. So the answer is beta plus 1. How? Because we use collector terminal as common for both. We use collector terminal as common for both input and output. Use collector terminal as common for both input and output signals. Okay. This configuration is also known as emitter following configuration. This configuration is also known as emitter following configuration. Remember this thing, because the emitter voltage follows the base voltage, because the emitter voltage follows the base voltage. Remember this thing. Okay, this is the base. Now DC current gain for derivation related to beta plus 1. Okay, DC current gain formula is AI equals to output current upon input current. Output current upon input current. Okay, this is for a DC current gain. So AI equals to IE upon IB according to the definition the form figure also, according to definition the figure also, AI equals to IE upon IP, IB. AI means current gain, okay. I upon IB, AI equals to I means to say emitter current, and IP means to say base current, okay. IE equals to IC plus IB, because for what reason? If you see, because we use collector terminal for both input and output signal. This configuration is also known as emitter follower configuration. Okay, the emitter follower configuration. Remember this thing. So here we use I equals to emitter current equals to collector current plus base current. So here we use IC plus IP upon IB upon base current. Okay. Now the current gain equals to collector IC upon IB means to say collector current plus base upon base current plus 1. Okay, remember this, collector current upon base current plus 1. Okay, so the current gain means to say AI equals to DC current gain means to say A equals to beta plus 1. Okay. Now see, does this figure here, this is figure speaks a lot things. Okay. Now let's move on to the next question. Now today's topic, and here we solved till the 20 question, nearly about the, I think 60, otherwise 50 questions are left. Yes. Okay. So today's topic is Andy is here. Tomorrow we solve the further 10 others, 5 questions more. Okay. My name is Akshay Dave. Please like, share, subscribe my channel Shashi Education for the Asia. This is a free education channel. Also, I am going to start with my lectures. Also, I am going to start related to the, here to say, related to the notes also. So I am gonna start the Facebook and the Twitter page also related to this channel. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram page. So on that page, those pages, you got free of cost notes without giving any charge. You can learn from there also. Soon I start, but not yet also, because not yet also because right now I just recover from my health issue, and so say recover, but in between nearly about 2 or 3 weeks I gonna start those Facebook, Twitter, Insta related to few cost studies. So please like, share, and subscribe my channel Shri Education Foundation. My name is Akshay Dave. Good night. Bye. Take care. Shubhratri.